Sometimes life gets in the way of the van build. A few nights ago, we were on the way to the grocery store to pick up some food, and the tractor trailer truck in front of us put its hazard lights on. And a moment later, we hit something in the road. I didn't see a thing. Boom. I thought it took out 2 tires. It didn't. It just took out the rear tire, putting about a 2-inch gaping hole in the sidewall of the tire. As you see, I've already had the tire replaced. But looking underneath when I got home, the control arm is bent. So today we're going to replace that. So I'm putting this video out. If anybody has a Kia Sorrento, they might need to replace their control arm. This might help somebody out. So this is the bent control arm. You can see the impact is right here. Now I've never replaced one of these before, but from the looks of it, I've got to take out 2 bolts and pull this off. But now that it's bent, it might be more difficult because now this is in the way. So it could be interesting, but let's hope it's not too interesting. Hopefully it's a straightforward, easy thing to do. This here is the new control arm. I simply went on to rockauto.com and purchased it. About 3 days later it showed up. And hopefully this is the right part and it's the right size. But we'll see in a few minutes. This is the bolt I'm taking off. And of course, the nut on the other side there is spinning. Well, I had to use an adjustable crescent wrench to get behind there in order to stop the nut from spinning. It's a 19 millimeter socket. I've got a bigger wrench with the same socket on that I found when I was looking for an open end wrench that's 19 millimeter, but I don't have one, so I've got a crescent wrench in there to stop that nut on the other side from spinning. A socket would not fit in that space. If I was a mechanic, I would have this up on a lift and it would be a lot easier to get to. But if I get this off, this should, I'm thinking that will drop away. It'll clear this and I'll be able to hit this off with a hammer. At least that's what I'm hoping. Finger on that. Yep. Yeah, there she goes. So I got that out. And of course, there's a little piece right there that's going to stop it from swinging down. All right, all right, all right. Come on, baby. All right, somebody's helping me out get to that van build. So, thank goodness. This is not what I wanted to do today. So, this is the new one, and this is the old one. When you're doing 70 miles an hour, you can definitely feel that wheel shake a little bit, and it was definitely going to cause improper wear on the tire and stress on all the bearings and joints. And this vehicle is close to 200,000 miles. I think we're at like 196 or 198,000. So it's the frugal thing. We're keeping this thing as long as we can. You can see where the impact from that piece of steel off of that tractor trailer truck. I'm not sure if I ever said what it was. I went back with the other car, and we did do our shopping that night. I went back and found the piece, and the next morning I went back and took pictures of it, and it was part of the brakes, the brake housing that fell apart on the tractor trailer truck, and it was rusty black. There's no way I would have ever seen that. That was really easy so far. So hopefully I can keep going and it's just as easy. Let me give you a look at this other joint here really quick. So this is a 2013 Kia Sorrento. Like I said, she's close to 200,000 miles, and that's the joint where that control arm goes in. And also, maybe it's not called a control arm. That's what I looked up, so I expect it to be a control arm. There are definitely a lot of people that know a lot more than I do about vehicles and the proper terminology, but it's amazing how nice and clean and painted this is after 9-10 years. So, all right. Hey, looking at this, it doesn't look like there's any top or bottom. There is a bent piece here and a bent piece here. Sometimes those are a little different and they will only fit one way, but this looks pretty simple. Well, that's new one slides on nice. And okay, it does fit. Okay, this is going a lot easier than expected, thank goodness. Now, if I had thought of it, I would have put some silicone on those threads. But, no need. It's going right on. Okay, I've learned from life experience, don't tighten anything up until you've gotten everything finger tight. That is on there finger tight. So we're ready to crank down on it. Now, some people are going to look up the torque specs. I'm going to make it good and tight. And that's tighter than it was when I took it off. Get our little wimpy crescent wrench in here. My goodness, that, I think, is about it. I'm going to throw the tire on, and then we can get back to the van build. Well, that's it. That was simple and effective. We'll take it for a test run and we'll see how things are. I know this was an unusual video. Thank you for watching, and hopefully somewhere out there in the millions of people watching YouTube, maybe this will help someone out. Take care. See you next time.